Hi, how y'all doing? It is Sunday, the 11th of February, 2024. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies were cloud covered from the time I woke up until I can't see, it's too dark anymore. So that's what they had for us. Although I did hear a helicopter earlier go by really low, really loud. A couple planes, but you can't see them, right? So they're up to their same old stuff, whatever they're doing. Um, the Schumann is at 18-hour blackout, was when it was posted today. When I woke up in the rising, I felt the energy change. My, mm, I don't know what to call it. It's not anger, it's irritability had left. I mentioned to my son when he woke up, I said, the energy changed. Do you feel it? He said, yes. And I said, yeah? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, he's the only person I've talked to today, but that's okay. I keep that to a minimum since he took the blue pill and I took the red one. Right? Right. I know how to live with the a person that's against you, let's say. That's been most of my life. So yeah. Um I wrote a couple of things down. Oh, I seen a thing too about the United States, about Biden and Trump, how Trump, Supreme Court judge came out and said that he's got no immunity for what he did when he was president. So what this hope is they're going to flip it, and what it's going to be used for is against Biden, because if Trump can't have immunity, no other president will either. So it opens the floodgates for all these ex-presidents to get charged for the crimes they did against humanity. So everything's backwards, right? You gotta flip it all. Same as the Super Bowl. I guess it's today in the United States. See, I don't know anything about this. I don't pay attention to the circus. All right, never have. And I guess they have Taylor Swift as entertainment or whatever opening it, and everybody's saying how she's a witch and stuff like this, right? Well, it's been shown, but what they don't realize is she's a he. It's not a her. Okay, check out the size of the shoulder width on that man, and it's over 6 feet tall, right? You look at the jaw, how pronounced it is. There's a difference in telling a woman from a man if you pay attention to their features of their body. Same as the Adonis stomach, right? Our hips are different. So, yeah. I don't know if they're going to how many people will celebrate. I imagine the sleepers will, but the people who are awake probably won't at all. So I don't imagine it'll be a sold out stadium or anything like that, right? I've noticed that a lot more people are awake. They have even the vaccinated are realizing shit's not right, and they're opening their eyes and seeing stuff that's not real. They're not in as deep as we are, but they are getting there, right? So that's nice. It is. So yeah. Oh, another thing too. I seen a thing in Canada here on our news that Bell Canada, which is a telephone movie or radio station, TV wave company, right? Ma Bell, they used to call her, right? It's been around since I was a little girl. Bell Canada, and they went against the government for something. I can't remember what it was. They're not going to pay or something like that. So they just stopped the news. CTV is a news channel here in Canada, and there won't be any news on these channels on the weekend. Nothing, right? So it means a bunch of layoffs. I guess Ma Bell got caught. So something's up with that, right? It is. Television and, well, all the internets, it's the plan. So, yeah, interesting. Also noticed every time there's something in the news, like in, Texas there last week, nobody's talking about it now. I was watching the UFO guy, and there's a whole bunch of pictures of these strange looking shapes in the sky. in the clouds over Texas around the same time. I found that in Iceland too, when all those volcano was going to erupt. Right? You look at the sky and it's full of all these UFOs. So I find that interesting, right? I do. Um, the EU farmers won, right? Because they were, protesting for quite a while here. And they won. The government folded and gave in. The farmers are getting more land, more money, no GMO crops, all this stuff, right? So they're happy. They get to do farming right. So that's good news, right? Because the French, too, they don't want protests, right? Remember what happened way back? Way back? Uh, when the French protested before? A lot of hierarchy lost their heads. Off with their heads. It wasn't what the Queen said, it was what the people said, right? And they did. They offed the hierarchy, the royalty of France. So they're pretty afraid of their people because they know they'll come together and rise up, right? So older country, Canada's not that old. I would like the Canadians to do that, but I can't see it happening. Other than, well, we did the truckers thing, right? You know, which was peaceful, bouncy castles and all that, right? The only people that weren't peaceful was the government, but this is history, right? Just like in China, the emperors were never the good guys, right? And you know who I realized whose fault all this stuff is? I know I need somebody to blame for some reason. The CIA. Those sons of bitches, right? They've done so much harm to people. They really have, right? All these experiments over the years since they were first formed, right? To make propaganda, to do experiments on us. It's all their fault. The alien cover up, the human trafficking, the drug trafficking, the frequencies they put out, NASA, anything you can think of. Those are the people, right? So if you want to call them that, maybe we should call them animals. Who knows, right? Yeah, I wonder what they consider themselves. Probably better than us, right? That's why they get to play with us, I'd imagine. But yeah, let's not get me in the mood again. I'm out of it. The energy changed, right? It did. I noticed I got a sign too today, okay? A spiritual sign. I watched a tarot card reader last month. I think it was last month. And it was for the next 3 months kind of thing. I don't watch her all the time, right? And she gives signs, right? She'll find signs on the cards to show you what to look out for when these different, events are going to happen in your life. And one of the signs she said for Taurus was, I can't remember what was going to happen, if it was money, if it was love, but I would see a heart on the ground. It wouldn't be a painting or anything like that. It wouldn't be on TV. It would be a heart on the ground. And at the time, I thought to myself, how in the heck how are you going to see a heart on the ground? I suppose if you're going to the store and somebody painted one on their floors or something like that, maybe, right? So I went over to the grocery store today and I had to get a couple things. I messed up. I bought paper towels and I should have wanted toilet paper, so I'm going to have to fix that. But yeah, I just wanted to get out of the house, so it wasn't a very long trip at all. Excuse me. When I got out of the truck after I parked it, I'm walking across the parking lot and I see this white thing on the ground, right? So I give it a boot with my foot. It's just stuff I used to do when I was a kid. I still do it, right? I find stuff sometimes that way. So I give it a boot with my foot. It rolled over, and guess what it was? A white heart, right? It was like a styrofoam heart or something like that, or a sponge. I didn't pick it up. I was like, that's a heart. And then the memory came back. That reader said that we would see a heart. I wonder what's going to happen. I seen it. Go figure. I didn't know how it was possible, but I seen it, right? So different. When I woke up in the rise too, it was still dark here, and I could hear ravens outside making noise, cawing and doing that sound they do, right? So I don't know what was up with that. Something was bothering them. I don't usually hear them before sunrise. So yeah, other than that, it's been a pretty boring, uneventful day for me. Nothing good on YouTube that got my interest. So yeah, I just been playing my game and in my head pretty much today. Right? Yeah, I think that's it. I do. All right. I think that's enough. The Schumann's at an 18-hour blackout. The energy has changed. The lack of it. Right? But I still had energy. I went to the store. I felt the need to have to go out. Maybe it was just to find that heart. That's weird, right? Because I could have not done it, but I forced myself to go, right? I said, well, you thought of it, so just get up and do it, Teresa. Get out of the house. So went and got my coat and went out over to the store, right? I guess that's how the universe works sometimes. It does. All right. I think that's enough for today. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.